pretty intimidating to start off with. It's called big for a reason. There's lots of it, and it's invariably inconsistent. So we're capturing data in various different ways and not always using exactly the same format. Plus we don't really know necessarily what we want to use it for. So I think one of the barriers is it just seems so substantial and also a very technical challenge. It's quite hard to get our heads around how we can address that. So there's two pieces to it. Start out understanding what the business strategy is for that data, which is invariably done by a different set of people, and then talk to the experts around how you could then cut the data and use the data to try and achieve that objective. And I think if you split those two out, it becomes a considerably easier activity to address. I think it's pretty exciting that you've got so far to go. So there's so much opportunity for improvement, so much opportunity for development, but at the same time you're sat on an enormous amount of really useful, applicable data that could start to make a really fundamental difference to people's lives. So all the building blocks are in the right place. The challenge is to try and pull those together. In terms of attracting talent into the sector to work on that, I think it's positioning quite the size of that opportunity, and also providing an environment which gives them the flexibility to be quite fluid in terms of how they work, so they can start to pull these bits of data together in a way that's perhaps more familiar in other sectors and other verticals, to give that sort of value output that we know is there under the surface. I think they can learn about the collaborative way in which Google works. It's a very open business. It enjoys people sharing their ideas, not necessarily feeling that they own an idea and they can't discuss it with other people. Quite the contrary, trying to get people on board. Very open matrix type structures that encourage people to work together, and then collaborative tools to use and a collaborative workspace to use, so that the environment suits that sort of strategy.